Hey guys. So I sat down to record Libra and Aquarius for the remainder of the air signs, and I actually, much like the no contact reading, I kept getting an urge of, because I'll be honest, I was like, I'm going to record Libra and Aquarius, but it's so expected, and all of you, well, not all of you, a lot of you want new love readings, which I've done. I've done new love readings, but it's a lot to do new love and, current person. It's a lot to do that with each sign. Okay, so this is going to be a collective new love reading, but not in a sense of like, okay, who's coming in. This is more of, how do I say this? Because I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this yet. But why aren't you getting what you want? If you want new love, why isn't new love showing up? Or some people will say, well, I'm watching these readings and, but I want someone new. Okay. So let's talk about your energy. I mean, I can do a whole conversation on this, and maybe you all can let me know in the comments. I can do a whole conversation on this topic without cards, but I'm aware that this is a tarot channel, so I'm going to be using the cards because I'm also interested to see what the energy is and all of that. I'm interested to see what comes out. But outside of that, let's talk about where you're at energetically. Kind of lost my train of thought there, y'all. Let's talk about where you're at energetically and start there. Okay. Now, who knows? Whoever clicks on this, maybe the type of person, the type of individual that you would like as a partner, maybe that person is on their way to you. I'm a thinker, or I'll say believer, that absolutely new love is available. Absolutely. There's always someone who is available for you. But quite simply, are you ready for that person? Are you compatible with who it is that you want? Okay. Who you desire. It's also good to note too that no matter who comes into your life, you could end up with your ideal partner. It's also good to note that even then, that person's not going to be perfect. They're going to be flawed just like you are. We're all human, and we're constant works in progress. Okay. So, because I do feel that there are people that expect, a level of perfection. It's like when you meet this person, they should be like everything you want, and that's it. And it's like, no, that's unrealistic. Okay. So having unrealistic expectations can also be a block, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But let's go ahead and get into this. Remember, guys, I'm just winging this, so I'm just talking. Okay. I'm definitely going to put chapters in, timestamps, so that any of you that want to bypass that can bypass it. Okay. So thank you for joining me. Let's get into this new series. So we have a no contact series going. Now this is new love. All right, guys, viewer, whoever you are watching this, let's see where you're at energetically. You want someone new. Let's see what your energy is romantically. Your frequency, your romantic frequency. Where is it at? Okay. The fire ant. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay. You also have the golden egg. So that is very good. This is very good energy. I'm liking this. And you also have the Deer. So a lot of you probably have fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Earth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is my Virgo card. All right. And I'm actually getting a lot of mutable. So a lot of you, maybe, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and Sag. But I'm definitely getting big Virgo, Sag energy here. So the fire ant is the strongest energy. And whoever you are, your frequency is like, I'm about to explode. Okay. Like, a lot of you, there can be a lot of, I hope we're all grown here. There can be a lot of sexual frustration. Okay. And you may be suppressing a lot of sexual energy. Okay. So suppressing a lot of sexual energy, but you're like you've got a lot of passion. Okay. You're a very passionate person. At least that's the frequency that I'm picking up from you right now. Just so much passion, but it is definitely being suppressed. And a lot of you, I'm getting like you are a mother or a father. Okay. So it can be a lot of single moms, single dads. You don't have to be, can be also grandparents. Okay. I'm getting a very like maternal energy. It doesn't matter if you're mom or dad or grandmom, granddad, whoever, right? Aunt, uncle, lots of maternal energy. Okay. And you naturally can be very caring and nurturing. You're in this energy of, wanting even to, well, you have a very nurturing energy. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of you are already taking care of someone potentially, right? Like you're, taking care of your children. Some of you could be taking care of your parents, right? So you have a very, I'm also hearing careful, you've got good energy. You're waiting. A lot of you are waiting for the right one. Okay. You're waiting for the right one. And yes, very, very careful. I'm not getting picky. I'm getting cautious. There it is. I'm getting cautious with you. You have a very cautious frequency. And the golden egg is very good because you are, you're actually what someone wants. Okay. So whoever you are watching this, you are an ideal partner for this new love. And, your frequency is calling in new love. Absolutely. All right. A lot of you are vibrating at the frequency of knowing your worth, knowing your value. So that is excellent. Very, very good. Okay. With the golden egg. And it actually, I'm thinking about it. The golden egg is the unstruck sound. Okay. The unstruck sound. So it's like you're sitting here, and the reason why you're showing up like this unstruck sound is because your person has not found you yet. Okay. So you're like, think about, like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like the golden goose. You're the prize, honestly. Like, not saying we all aren't, but that is the frequency that you're ready. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know this frequency. You're ready. Okay. You are ready for the one. Absolutely. You're, it's almost like, if if you build it, they will come. And you are built for new love. You are built to receive. You know, it's like you're the house and you're just ready for your partner to come and move in. You know, not saying, no, I'm not saying that we got to do all that, but I'm just, you know, that is the frequency that you are vibrating on right now. Okay. So this is very good. Now the cautiousness, you know, you're cautious for a reason. And I also do like the fact you guys have the green. So your heart chakra, you know, is all lit up. Like you're ready, you're waiting, you know, and I'm hearing deer in headlights with this, deer in headlights. Okay. Hold on one second. Wow. I'm just like, you all really, it's like you're peeking your head out and you're, you know, it's like you're ready for your elk almost. You know, there's the elk in the deck, and that's how I'm seeing you all like this deer, like, okay, you know, where are you? You're like hiding. You're like a hidden gem. So I'm definitely hearing Gemini with that. You're like a hidden gem. Okay. Your heart, I feel, is open. I get that. The only thing that I'm getting with you that, and this is just a tip from, you know, I guess from me to you when I'm looking at this, is some of you need to release some sexual energy. And I'm trying to say that in a like PG way. Okay. But even if you just doing some Kundalini meditating. Okay. Now, something I'm also getting, the fire ant frequency is the only thing that I'm getting that it's like your protective, the part of you that is very protective. Okay. The fire ant. You're very sensitive. Okay. Very sensitive. And, a number of you may also have a, very structured and orderly, I'm getting Virgo with this, very structured and orderly, and Taurus, way of doing things. Okay. Definitely getting Taurus. And so, and again, that may fall under, again, this doesn't mean that you have to have children. It's just, you have this very like this way of doing things and how you get things done. And this is how my day goes. And for some of you, that is a self-soothing thing I'm hearing. That is your self-care, is having order and structure. And that's fine. But what's missing here is the passion. And so if you now, in order to really call that passion, you know, that desire in, because, okay, first of all, you all would not be watching this if you didn't have a desire for love, new love. Okay. And your frequency is great. Like, you're ready. Okay. But if you really want to like kick it up a notch, you know, I'm hearing to tell you, we need you to tune in to your, you know, sacral chakra. Okay. Do some sacral chakra meditating. Okay. You know, get yourself in the mood. It's almost like, you know, you see this yellow and this green, but right at the center, you have the red, right? And what I'm hearing is, this is going to be very like literal, but a number of you may want to get like red roses. Okay. Get some red. I don't care if you're, you know, man, woman, whatever you identify with, does not matter. Get some red. I actually have red on the ring light right now. Okay. Get some red roses. You know, for those of you that like to, you know, if you're wearing makeup, some red lipstick. Red is very like, you know, attention grabbing. Okay. Red lipstick. if you are the masculine, wearing a red shirt. Okay. Because that is the energy that I'm getting is being suppressed. And so if you wear that, like if you no longer suppress that energy and you kind of like, if you have it out in the open, that is signaling your person like, okay, I'm ready. Okay. Because that's the only part of your vibration frequency. Okay, guys, bear with me. I'm winging this, right? So that is the only part of your vibration that I'm getting can be tweaked. And once we tweak that, then it's like, okay, this is when the magic happens. Okay. So you are absolutely someone who is, you're ready to nurture. You're open to love. You are love. You're vibrating at the frequency of love with this heart chakra energy. And you are someone who knows your worth. You know your value, and a lot of you, I'm getting that you are either you're, kind of maybe late 30s, 40s, even 50s. Okay. Just more mature. And, or you've had life experience. Okay. So experiences in life have really, turned you into someone who is very like, how do I say this? Humble and cautious. I'm getting cautious, but now they just told me with the deer. A number of you are concerned. You're concerned because I think that you've been like doing the work. Okay. You've been doing the work, but you're concerned if you're going to, you're concerned for a number of reasons. One of it is cautiousness. Like you're in a good place. Okay. That's what they're telling me. You're in a good place. So, you get into this good place, you're in this good vibration on your own. And it's almost like, well, I've done this self-work and I've, done all these things. Some of you are cautious because you have children. Totally understandable. But you've done the self-work, you've done all of these things to, become a better version of who you are to attract, an ideal partner. So it's like you get to this point. A lot of you are ex-military as well, or you like have a very like militant background. You can be raised, like your parents were in the military. Okay, parents. But you've done so much work and you've gotten to this point, and it's like, and a lot of you have also been in the comfort of your own company. Like you have grown to enjoy your own company. Okay, hermit energy. So, and you've become accustomed, there's the fire ant, right, to your structure and the way that you do things. So now it's like, okay, well, I'm in such a good place and I did all this to, attract my ideal partner. But now it's like, okay, what if this person comes in and now I have to adapt and now I have to adjust to a whole other, human. Like now I have to collaborate when I've, gotten to this point of a level of it is comfort. So I think that concerns you because it's like, that I feel like you're ready, guys. I do. I feel like you're ready, but I feel a part of you that holds you back is you're also not ready. Because you enjoy your space, you enjoy who you are, you have a routine, and when you incorporate someone new, that also comes down to trust, I'm hearing. Okay, some of you are, because I'm trying not to go off on a tangent, but wow, 20 minutes. and all I've done is pull these cards. Um, wow. A part of that is trusting yourself. It's like, you know that you can trust who you are with you. You know, at this point, you know, you trust yourself. You're like, I'm going to pay the bills on time. I'm going to handle business. I'm going to make sure, you know, I take care of, you know, everything I need to take care of. Okay. It's a very nurturing number. Like a lot of you could be like even nurses, um, you know, just in like even in the medical field. Okay. I'm just getting a very, very responsible, like mature adult type of vibe. Okay. And you are absolutely the prize for whoever finds you. 100%. You are like sitting there ready to be found. But, and this is good, right? And you will be found. But remember, you're going to have to like wake up your energy a bit. Okay. What's interesting is if you're vibrating on the, you know, heart chakra, like this, you know, this green heart chakra energy, what's complementary to green? Red. Okay. So that's what, you know, I think it's funny because I didn't start getting that fear until I started bringing up the red. And it's like, you all are watching this because you're like, no, I want new love. But then the minute I start saying like, hey, okay, well, I got an idea. Here's how you can signal to your person, you know, hey, I'm ready. Right. And I got immediately this whole like, yeah, but am I ready? You know, am I really, you know, am I really ready to signal, you know, because you're like, how do I know that the right person is going to show up? Here's the thing. You don't know that. You, guys, I hate to say this, but you may have to kiss a few frogs. Like, you know, I don't know about you all, but what I'm learning in my experience is the only way to get to where you want to go, and you don't have to own this if you don't want to, but I'm saying, speaking from my experience, the only way that I have found that works for me to get from point A to point B where I want to go is to, excuse my language, is to fuck up. Like you're gonna fuck up along the way. You're gonna make mistakes. You know, it's really, I think that you guys need to trust yourself more. A lot of you do not trust yourself enough. You trust yourself with you. I think it's with another human being, another partner, a person that you're having an issue with trusting yourself with because you've made mistakes. But you all need to, you've come to this point where they're saying, you know, okay, you need to trust yourself a little bit. You have had experiences. You are more mature. You're older. You're wiser. Okay. And are we saying that immediately? You know, because some of y'all have been out the game for a while. I'm just going to keep it real. You've been out of the game. Okay. Like this person's going to have to come searching through. Okay. That's what I'm getting with this nest. Okay. And even then, even after they find you, you know, you're over here behind the fire ant energy. Like, what? You're over here like, you still got to get through this bullshit. You know what I mean? You're very, you have, it's almost like, yeah, you have like this kind of force field, which is not a bad thing, but you're missing out on the experience of life in general, by completely playing it safe. You know, it may not be the first person that you meet and go out with and hang out with, you know, and it may not be the second person. But what if it's the third, you know? And, you know, sometimes the universe is going to test you. Like, It's just like when someone who says, okay, I want to win the lottery. I want to win the lottery, right? But they never buy a ticket. If you want to win the lottery, you're going to have to buy some tickets. You're going to have to invest. You've got to put in your side of the work. Okay. And so I'm just seeing that part, you know, that's a part. And it's not like you all aren't willing to do the work. Please don't misunderstand me. That's not what I'm getting from you. It's not like you're not willing to do the work. You want to know, I'm just laughing because I get it. Okay. Um, you want to know that it is worth your time, that if you're going to put the work in, that it's worth it, or that, you know, your investment is going to pay off. But it depends on what you look at as an investment. Okay. Um, I want to like use examples, I won't say specifically for me, and this isn't even about romance, right? But what I find with me is like, I'll say, okay, this is what I am looking to create. And the universe will say, okay, let's go here, right? And so I'm like, okay, I'll follow the navigation. I'm going to go here, right? It's kind of even like a GPS system. So I'm following the navigation. I go here, and I'm like, okay, I don't really know, like, if I'm so. They're like, no, you need to use a specific example. How do I don't know if I want to use that example though. Okay. I think you all know what I'm saying. You have to, it depends on what you look at. It's funny that it was this episode of Bluey where she talked about this. Okay. If you ever watch Bluey, there's a teacher on there. Her name is Calypso. Okay. And very wise teacher. And I don't know. There's a lot that I want to say there, but you can look at something as like, you're like, no, I want to directly, it's like playing the lottery and saying, I want to know that if I go in there and I buy a ticket, even if I buy 100 tickets, that one of those tickets, I'm going to win the prize. And that's just not how this place works. If you want something big, it's going to require big investment, big time. And, just because okay, here we go. Here's a good, maybe I need to cut out all that. I'm told y'all are just seeing me just natural. Let's just go for it. Okay. So you go on a dating website, which I hate, by the way. I do not like dating websites, but that's just my opinion. You do what you want. There are people that I've heard that have been, had success. So maybe, that's neither here nor there. I just think there's a lot of people that, say good things and say what you want to hear on sites. They're good on paper or good on, good on apps, but they don't turn out to be, it's an image thing. So anyway, ... It doesn't matter. I probably shouldn't have said that, but who cares? So you go on like multiple dating websites and you're like, all right, I'm ready to get back out there. I have this schedule, this routine. So the easiest thing for me, or easiest way for me right now, is to like get to know people online. Okay. So you match up with, certain people, and you go out on a date with this person, go out on a date with that person, right? And you're doing this, and you're spending money, because odds are, whether you're the dude or the girl or whoever, you're spending money, you're investing, right? Clothes and gas and showing up, and you're investing the most priceless thing of them all, right? Your time. Okay. So you're doing all these things, and you're like, oh my God, you're talking to your people, and you're like, yeah, went on another date. It's my, 10th one, and, they were all right. And, but all along, you don't know too that you're actually narrowing down. You're helping the co-creator, which is, the universe. We'll just say it for lack of better, whatever. You're helping the universe narrow down who it is that you like and who you want. Little do you know, the universe is like, okay, don't like them, you don't like them, you don't like them, but you did like these parts. You did like this part, right? So you're helping to like tweak who they're going to send your way. And, you're sitting here like, oh my God, like I'm tired of, and so one day you're like, I'm just going to go. Somebody suggests like, hey, just go, why don't you go out, right? Like just go sit down. I've said this to plenty of people. Why don't you just go sit down somewhere by yourself? Go to a nice area where there's going to be good people and just sit down somewhere by yourself, right? And wear some red. Okay. And so you go out and you look nice and you're in this energy of like, hey, my intention is to come in here and maybe, hit it off with someone who is looking for what I'm looking for. And you go in there and, nothing's going on and you're about to leave and you bump into someone. And, they're very attractive and you all are looking, you all start a conversation, right? And they're like, hey, let me, let's sit down. You're not here with anyone. I'm not here with anyone. Let's have a date. It becomes this whole unexpected date, right? And you all hit it off. And then, you all exchange numbers. And next thing you know, you guys are planning out your wedding date. And that's all she wrote. Okay. So I'm saying all that to say, hold on. You have to leave room for the unexpected because whoever you are, I think that you're a big planner and you've got to give the universe a little room to have fun because, and I don't want to offend anyone, but this is just what I think. I think that we are the universe or God experiencing itself as a human, okay? In human form. And so the reason why we're here is to have an experience. It is not to get everything we want all at once or because we are all we want already. This is getting deep. I'm about to go down a rabbit hole. And I've only got 3 cards here. Wow, 3. So, and that's a huge one, right? We are all we want already. Everything else is just extra. Everything else is the experience. And when you start looking at life like that, that's key. That's a big key. Okay. So I've probably lost a whole bunch of people, but for some of you that are still here, so with this, I'm going to stop this here because I have talked for a long time and I've said a lot. I'm going to stop this here and now I'm going to continue this over on part 2. Okay, so those of you that are still with me, obviously we resonate with one another. You probably are sitting there like, yeah, this is it. Okay. So in part 2, because I obviously see where your energy is, we're going to get more in depth into who this person is. All right. That is coming in. We're going to get more in depth on what you need to do. We're going to pull from the Crystal Spirits deck and we're going to get, into time. Okay. A timeline based off of your current energy. And yeah, and I'm really winging it. So you'll have to okay, join me for part 2. So obviously members, you'll be heading over there more than likely, right? If you have been wanting a new love reading. So I'll see you over there. If you're going to, if this is just a one-time deal and you want to watch part 2, the link is in the description as well. So yes, down below, link in description for part 2. And I'm going to do that now. I'm over here like, all right, I'm winging it. Head over there. We'll get into it. Okay. And for everyone else, if you stuck through this reading, I appreciate you. I'm going to do more like this and we'll talk more. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.